The NBA is full of great talents, but many unfortunate talents didn't bloom to their fullest. Let's see some of the players whose careers were ruined midway. At number 5, we have Keon Clark. After enrolling at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Clark, the 13th overall pick, was projected to develop into a reliable NBA player. Many people were unaware of the former player's heavy alcohol consumption. Clark played only until 2004 and struggled greatly after his career. Additionally, he said that he never played a game sober and would consume alcohol during the NBA halftime break. If Clark had played a game sober, he could have been a fantastic player. However, he spent 6 seasons on 5 different teams and was relegated to the backup position. Number 4, Richard Dumas. Dumas joined the team after the Suns selected him in the 1991 draft, but his failure to pass a random drug test resulted in a season-long suspension. Following his reinstatement, Dumas participated in 48 games, starting 32 of them, and averaging 15.8 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 1.3 assists throughout his career. He would only play in 58 games throughout his final 2 seasons with the Suns. Dumas was released following the 1994-1995 campaign. Later, he would join the Philadelphia 76ers, but less than a year later, after failing to appear in a single game for them, he was cut loose. Number 3, William Bedford. When the Suns selected Bedford with the 6th overall choice, he was regarded as one of the best basketball players in Memphis history. That wasn't the case though. Before being traded to the Pistons a little more than a year later, Bedford played for the Suns for just 1 season. He spent 4 seasons with the Pistons before being traded to the Clippers in June 1992 as a result. Nearly 4 months later, he was dealt to the Bullets, and 4 days after, he was released. For the Clippers or Bullets, Bedford didn't take part in a single game. After that, the 7-footer joined the Spurs and participated in just 16 games. Bedford failed to sign with another team after being released following the season. Bedford's 6-year career was a letdown since he used drugs heavily and never lived up to his potential. Number 2, Chris Washburn. Washburn was selected with the 3rd overall pick in the 1986 draft, and like a few other players, he was anticipated to be a great player. The Warriors recruited Joe Barry Carroll to assist in mentoring the former North Carolina State player after Washburn was selected, but things didn't turn out as they had hoped. Washburn's rookie campaign, which was cut short after the forward checked himself into rehabilitation on January 28, 1987, was hardly productive. He confessed to having a cocaine problem to the employees. Late in March, Washburn rejoined the Warriors, but he continued to perform poorly. That December, he was traded to the Atlanta Hawks, but he was still unable to turn things around. Washburn's considered to be outstanding career lasted just 2 seasons, and he would not succeed with another team. At number 1, we have Len Bias. On June 17, 1986, the draft took place at Madison Square Garden in New York. The day after being selected, Bias and his father took a flight to Washington, D.C., where they met with the Celtics coaches and management to sign a contract for a product endorsement. According to reports, Bias and Nike have a $3 million contract. Later that evening, Bias arrived back in Boston and jumped into his recently leased sports car. He left the University of Maryland's campus and went back to his room. Local police stated that Bias's car had been seen in one of the city's worst drug-infested areas that evening. Although it hasn't been confirmed, it has always been widely believed that Bias was behind the wheel. According to the university, Bias went out to dinner with a few teammates and a football player from the Terrapins and returned around 11 p.m. Around 3 a.m., Bias went back to his dorm. When local authorities received a 911 call at 6:32 in the morning, it was claimed that Bias was not breathing. Just 4 minutes later, paramedics arrived at his dorm room, but the 2nd overall pick never recovered consciousness. At 8:55 a.m., he was pronounced dead. The fatality was caused by cardiac arrhythmia, which is frequently linked to cocaine use. That's it for today. What do you think of these talented yet unlucky guys? Let us know in the comments below. For more videos, subscribe to this channel.